The year was 2081, and everybody was finally equal. They weren't only equal before God and the law, they were equal every which way. Nobody was smarter than anybody else. Nobody was better looking than anybody else. Nobody was stronger or quicker than anybody else. All this equality was due to the 211th, 212th, and 213th Amendments to the Constitution, and to the unceasing vigilance of agents of the United States Handicapper General. Some things about living still weren't quite right, though. April, for instance, still drove people crazy by not being springtime, and it was in that clammy month that the HG men took George and Hazel Bergeron's 14-year-old son, Harrison, away. It was tragic, all right, but George and Hazel couldn't think about it very hard. Hazel had a perfectly average intelligence, which meant she couldn't think about anything except in short bursts, and George, while his intelligence was way above normal, had a little mental handicap radio in his ear. He was required by law to wear it at all times. It was tuned to a government transmitter. Every 20 seconds or so, the transmitter would send out some sharp noise to keep people like George from taking unfair advantage of their brains.
That was a real pretty dance they just did.
Huh?
That dance. It was nice.
Yep. Ouch.
What sound was that?
It sounded like a milk bottle hitting me with the hammer.
I think it'd be real interesting, hearing all the different sounds. Only if I was handicapper general. You know what I would do? I would have chimes on Sunday. Just chimes.
I could think through chimes.
I mean, maybe make them real loud. I think I'd be a good handicapper general.
Just as good as anybody else.
Well, who knows better than I do what normal is?
Right. Dang.
Boy, that was a doozy, wasn't it? All of a sudden you look so tired. Why don't you rest? Rest your handicap bags. I don't care if you're not equal to me for a while.
I don't mind it. Honestly, I don't even notice it anymore.
But you've been so tired lately. Kind of worn out. I just wish there was a way we could poke a little hole in the bottom of the bag. Just take out a few balls. Just a few.
I mean, even I'd go to prison for 2 years and pay $2,000 just to take out a few. I don't call that a bargain.
I mean, just a few when you get home from work. You don't compete with anybody around here. You just sit around.
Look, if I try to break the rules and take out a few balls, then everyone else is going to want to break the rules. And then look, we're back in the dark ages. I mean, what do you plan on us doing?
I'd hate it.
There you have it. If people keep cheating on laws, then we're back to our old society.
I'd reckon it'd fall apart.
What would?
Society. Isn't that what you just said?
Who knows? Who knows?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. Harrison Bergeron, age 14, has just escaped from jail, where he was held on suspicion of plotting to overthrow the government. He is a genius, an athlete, is under-handicapped, and should be regarded as extremely dangerous.
Everybody kneel. Everybody move.
crying.
Yeah,
Why? What happened?
I forgot. Something real sad on the television.
Just forget sad things.
I always do.
That's my girl.
Jeez, that sounded like a doozy.
You can say that again.
Jeez, that sounded like a doozy.